Mike Foster here, and this is my sunflower patch, and I'm going to show you how to harvest sunflower seeds. All you need is a bucket, a pair of gloves, and something to cut them with. This one is not ready. It's too green. This one, brown like this, is ready. I'm going to show you why that's ready. Most of the leaves have fallen off. As you can see, he's hanging heavy. And right here, here's your biggest key. The seeds are plump, nice and juicy, and they're striped with black and white. When they're not ready, they're not going to be black and white. So it's simple as this. Put your gloves on, grab this guy by the neck, and about 12 inches down, we're going to cut him right here. Now let's get him in your bucket. And we're going to just take them and rub those seeds out of there. See that? And you keep doing this until you get all the seeds out of the head. I'll be back in a second. Get the last few in here. And next we're going to have to let these soak overnight in a saltwater solution. Or if you don't have overnight, you can put them in a pot, bring them up to boil with salt, let them simmer for a couple of hours, you'll get the same thing. But I'm in no rush, so let's fill this up with some water. Mix them up good. Now you're going to see that you have some of the bits and pieces of the sunflower seed, of the sunflower in there, and we're gonna sieve that out after. Now you're gonna put probably about maybe 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of salt. That looks like enough. And I'm just gonna mix this up. Now it looks like a mess. I don't think anyone would want to eat this, but we're gonna let this soak overnight, and then we're gonna drain the water out and get rid of all this other stuff. And then I'm going to show you what to do next. I'll see you tomorrow. It's the next day, and these have been soaking for 24 hours. Take a look at them. They've plumped up a little, and that's what the salt water does. Plumps them up a little. Now we have to dry them out again. So they were dry, then we got them wet. Now we have to dry them out again. But once they're dry, they're going to be that much closer to being ready to eat, but not yet. So I have this. I'm just going to just pour them into here, okay? Okay, I'm trying to get all the water out of these, and then eventually I'm going to get some of the extra bits. You can see there's a piece of sunflower right there. See that right there? We're going to get rid of that too. Now I'm going to take a nice absorbent paper towel. I'm going to take all the seeds, lay them out on top of the paper towel, and then pat them down to dry. Let them sit out here for a little while to dry. And then I'm going to roast them. Then we're going to eat them. And then you can start patting them down a little to encourage the drying out process. Give them in the sun, shouldn't take that long. It's going to be different depending on the time of day, but I'd say less than an hour. These are starting to dry. I'm going to give them a few more minutes, and when they're dry, I'm going to show you what to do next. Well, we picked our sunflowers, we got the seeds out of their heads, we soaked them in salt water overnight, and we dried them out. Now all that's left to do is to put them in a shallow pan like this, spread them out nice and even. You don't have to put anything else in the pan, and you cook them at about 300 degrees, 30-40 minutes, or until golden brown. Check out them every once in a while, kind of like, stir them up a little, and they'll be ready to eat before you know it. I'm going to pop them in the oven right now. I just got the sunflower seeds out of the oven. They're a little warm, but not that bad. I let these go for 40 minutes. I think that's just right. I've been tasting them a little. They don't need much, ouch, right now. But what I like to do is just give them just a little oil. You can put butter in, but I don't like to use a lot of butter in anything. This is just a little soy oil, just a little, like a tablespoon. And then some sea salt. This is just the flavor. You can put your butter in if you want. You can season these with anything. They don't need a lot, just a little salt. And we're going to mix this up. The oil just keeps them a little moister because they can dry out a little, because I'm not going to eat them all in one sitting, am I? So take a look at these. They look beautiful. They smell tremendous. I'm going to let these sit for just a few minutes, and when I come back, I'm going to have a bowl of sunflower seeds in my hand, and I'm going to be eating them. I'm going to tell you a few more of the benefits. How to harvest and eat sunflower seeds. It's not that hard, really. You saw what we did. Chopped the heads off, smacked all the seeds out of them, soaked them overnight, and then we cooked them. And now it's time to eat them. They're small, but this is what they look like. That's the beautiful one. Just take a bite of it. That's good. Sunflowers, they're good for your heart. It's good for your mind. Yeah, they help you lose weight. They're a good source of protein. They're high in fiber, vitamin E, which is good for your skin. And best of all, they taste good. Until next time, peace.